What do you say to the people that say we're not giving you this backlash because of your political affiliation or your political choice or whatever? We're giving you this backlash because you are propping up a white supremacist.
I would ask them to show me where he's a white supremacist, and here's the thing. Okay, I get it. He did say, if you don't vote for me, you're not black, right? Oh no, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. That wasn't him. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Hold on. He did create.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going.
He did create the crime bill in the 90s, which said that if you get caught with 5 grams of crack, you do a mandatory 5 years. That had mass incarceration. I think even the Vice President Kamala spoke on that part that said that the crime bill played a huge.
He's talking about your boy who's leaving the office right now, Mr. Biden. All right, let's talk about it. We got Nelly, his response to quote unquote possibly being canceled for performing at Donald Trump's inauguration.
So in this type of situation, if my fans are if politics is above and beyond anything other than what that person stands for, what that person has done, then I apologize that I, quote unquote, let you down, because I thought you was riding with me for the scholarships that I've been giving away since I've been in this business. I thought you was riding with me for the people that I got signed up on the bone marrow stem cell registry that was all record breaking and helping people save lives. I thought you was riding with me because I put on for my city and I try to bring my city up every step of the way. I did not know you was riding with me because you thought I would ride for who you voted for. I didn't know that.
Tell him, Nelly, tell him. A lot of the people who didn't vote for Donald Trump been going hard since the election was over, all type of different excuses. At the end of the day, somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. And, honestly, like I said, there are a lot of people who you would have thought would have voted for Kamala who voted for Donald Trump. You got to understand that this is not the typical election where, somebody like a Nelly, all the entertainers who typically performed for the Democratic Party were rappers, R&B singers, black people basically. And now it's like, oh, how dare you go and perform for Donald Trump? Snoop is supposed to get on there too. Y'all are not going to cancel Snoop. You're not going to cancel Nelly. It's just people trying to find some reason to be mad.
I apologize. I apologize. I didn't know that I had to agree with your political choices. And I thought it was the things that you do, not the things that you say should be done.
Facts. Thanks, Nelly. Don't apologize. I don't think you need to apologize to anybody.
If you follow what I do, this shouldn't even be an argument. He's the president. He won. This isn't a campaign. This isn't an RNC. I'm not out on the political campaign. I didn't get none of that 1.5. You see what I'm saying? Like to try to help somebody get voted.
Kamala didn't invite you to
perform? No. She didn't invite me.
She didn't invite me either, man. I was gonna do all at home.
Like so, but I don't knock the ones that did. I don't knock the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It don't matter who is in office. The same way that our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office.
You got to respect Nelly for that. Now, he said he respects the office. Now, it's cool to respect the office if it's who you may want in the office. But this election, again, this election was not a black versus white thing. It wasn't that. It was far more intricate. And ultimately, like he said, Donald Trump won. So he's respecting the fact that, this is the president. It's an honor to perform at the inauguration. Nelly ain't never performed at an inauguration as far as I know. So I think he should take the opportunity.
So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform. Let me see. What did he do? I'm trying to think. The white supremacist. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. Okay. He did not rent to black people. What was it, in the 70s or the 80s? Is that what they said? And like, oh, okay, is he written to him now? So nobody's allowed to change, right? See, here's the thing. So we can talk about past, but we never want to talk about our past. If our past get brought up in our community for a lot of what our men did, we always call it rehabilitation. Yo, these young brothers, we've been through a lot. I know I've been through a lot. If my past was what was going to prevent me from winning today, I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that he ain't got some fucked up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for. But what I'm saying is that he's the president of the United States.
Now that's called being a free, objective thinker. It's not about whether you voted for Donald Trump or didn't vote for him, but to put him in a current, forever category of saying this is a white supremacist. I don't believe that most people believe that. I think if you don't like him, you don't like him. But we're not going to go back. I haven't done this before as far as comparing Donald Trump and Joe Biden and other presidents. We ain't got to do all that. It's all stupid. And I think that today's voter and today's entertainer, they not thinking the same way. And we saw the implosion of Kamala's campaign with all the typical entertainers they thought were going to jump on there. And a lot of them did get paid. They didn't do it for the love. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, for an entertainer like Nelly, who people expect to automatically be Democrat, automatically be for Kamala, I think that he's being a free thinker. And man, you shouldn't be worried. No one's gonna cancel you, bro. People are just talking because they want to have something to complain about. No one's gonna cancel. I don't think today's voter is even that serious on that level. They do realize at the end of the day there were things that the Democrats did not do correctly and they lost. And I think people just want to get online and talk shit and say, hey, we're going to cancel you. But people are not going to cancel Nelly because of this. Now, it was a different time when Chrisette Michele performed for Trump back in 2016. But I think, again, we live in a different America. And the voters did something totally different this time. People who were hardcore Democrats just didn't expect it to happen, which is fine. But the idea of trying to cancel entertainers who are black because they're going to Trump's inauguration is just ridiculous.
He's not the candidate for the United States. He's the president. He won.
I think if Trump, some of these ways, like with the housing discrimination that he participated in back in the 80s, if that was a one-off, if that was, or even if he had some other things going on where he looked like a bigot to us, that might be one thing. But it's another thing when he starts saying things like when you have a situation where you have black folks getting their heads blown off by the police with impunity, and Trump says, I'm going to give them even more impunity. Hold on. We're going to be the ones affected the most by something like
impunity. He's not giving them.
He didn't say he was going to give them impunity. He said he was going to give them immunity.
Right. Not for working outside of your job. Nobody's going to give anybody immunity to go around and shoot and kill people, right? That means he could go around and shoot and kill the president. But that's what he said he was going to do. That means police can go around and shoot and kill the president.
And of course, no one said that. Thank you, Nelly. Keep going.
No, if you look at that law, it says outside of the scope of their job. It's the same thing. And a lot of us would agree right now that the police already have it, right? So why would we think that would mean that if they're not paying now, then they're not going to pay, right?
Hiring great software engineers can be time-consuming, expensive, and frustrating.
Listen.
Man, don't hit me with the bird, man, dog. Don't hit me with the bird.
Yeah. No, because I'm trying to choose my words carefully because I don't want to get into, rhetoric and regurgitation of what, back and forth on either side is happening, because that's not it. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for. Because if you're saying in the 80s, if it would have been a one-off, well, okay, I'm not okaying anything he's done. I'm not here to take up for Trump. I'm just saying we don't hold everybody else accountable in the same manner. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, why aren't we holding mass incarceration and people who made a bill to encourage states to build more prisons.
Now I'm gonna just end it off there. Now, if you're gonna hold people accountable for everything that happened in their past, you got to do the same thing. And he's alluding to Joe Biden, who was part of that crime bill, Bill Clinton. You got to hold everybody the same accountable the same way. People ultimately evolve. You can dwell on the past forever. You can talk about how you don't like him, what you think Donald Trump's gonna do, but he ain't even been in office yet. So ultimately, Nelly is a performer. Nelly's going to perform. Him performing at the inauguration is not him okaying every negative thing people think about Donald Trump. Same way if Joe Biden was being inaugurated and he performed for Joe Biden, no one would say, oh, you performing for somebody who was involved in a mass incarceration crime bill back in the 90s. No one would say that because they'd say, you know what? Joe Biden's a different guy today. If you've been down with Nelly since Country Grammar, you was rocking with him throughout that time and rocking with him all the way from the year 2000 all the way to now, you are not going to cancel him now because he's going to perform for Donald Trump. If you are, you weren't a real fan. You were a fair weather fan. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Crucial Convo.